If you want to buy a building and you discover that the building that you want to buy is not in its best shape, you discover that the building was not painted, or maybe the building is dirty, what are you going to do? Are you going to back out of a transaction because the building was not painted and it was dirty, or will you proceed with that transaction? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you my experience with one of my clients, and I'm going to be telling you the best thing that you should do instead when you are confronted in such a scenario. Hello, my name is Kristas. I'm your favorite Portharcourt based real estate consultant, and it is my joy and my pleasure to bring you the best of real estate investment right here in the city of Portharcourt and beyond. So if you're looking for a property to invest in Portharcourt, I am the go-to person that you should be talking to. So back to my story. I took one of my clients a few months ago. I took him for site inspection. He actually wasn't based in Portharcourt. He is outside. He flew down to Portharcourt in order to see that property. He saw it online and he chatted me up that he is interested in this property, and he flew down to Portharcourt to inspect the property. After inspecting the property, I observed his dissatisfaction. But contrary to what I observed, he expressed some kind of optimism, and he requested that he would like to see the landlord the next day. The next day came and I was calling him and he wasn't picking his call. After calling him, because we had an appointment the previous day, and the landlord and everybody was on ground. After calling him for some time, he later picked the call and he told me that he wasn't interested in that property. And the reason he gave me was that the property was too dirty for his liking. Not too old, but too dirty for his liking. The property we are talking about is just 3 years old, so it is not an old property, but he told me that the property is too dirty for his liking. Why? Because since the property was built, nobody was living there, so the property was just there without anybody occupying it, and it was dirty. So he told me that he would not proceed with the transaction. But this is it. The fact is that he has lost out on a huge opportunity to make good return on investment if he have listened to me. One of the best ways to cash out real quick in real estate is by buying a property that is not in their best shape. This can be like an uncompleted building, a property that have not been painted, a property that needs some kind of renovation, or a property that can be improved in one way or the other. If you're buying a property that you want to sell, you will make more money selling an improved version of that property than you are going to make if you sell it the same way you bought it. This is because properties that are not in their best shape are usually underpriced. When you take the value of a property and you spend 10% of that value to renovate the property, that 10% can cause a 30 to 50% rate of appreciation on that property. On the other hand, when you neglect renovating that property with 10% of the value of that property, it can also cause a 30 to 50% devaluation of that property. There are so many uncompleted buildings that are for sale in Portharcourt, and maybe the owner kept that property for 20 million. Maybe the property has gotten to the decking level and he said that he doesn't want to continue with that project and he wants to sell, and he kept it for sale for, like, let's say 20 million naira. Now, if you take what it will cost you to build that same property, if you were giving 20 million naira to buy a land and build that same property to that level, you will spend more than 30 million naira and you have not gotten to that level. That is to tell you that properties that are not in their best states are usually underpriced, like uncompleted building. One of my clients who bought a property from me last year, he was building, and along the line he decided to stop the building and just sell the property that way. He told me that he is no longer interested in continuing with the building, that he want to travel out with his family. I told him that if he's selling the property in that way, that he's not going to get a good offer, and he said that we should first of all give it a trial, which we did. We give it a trial. The property, he bought the land, he bought it 8 million naira, and I am well aware that he has spent nothing less than 20 million naira in that land while he was building, because I supplied him the blocks and the cement that he was using for that building. So I am very well aware that he has spent nothing less than 20 million naira while constructing that building. So when we put up the property for sale, the highest offer we could get was 15 million. That was the highest offer we could get, and after I told him that this is the highest offer we could get, he had no choice than to go back to the property, continue building it so that he can sell when he's done building it. That is the point when he can sell it at a very good price and he will make good profits. If you have a property that you want to sell, try as much as possible to package it, make it look more beautiful. If it needs painting, paint it and make it look more beautiful. That way you'll be able to sell it and you'll be able to make good money out of that transaction. And in the other way, if you see a property that you want to buy, don't back out of a transaction because the property is dirty, it is not painted, or maybe it needs some kind of renovation. Rather, that will give you an edge to negotiate and beat down the price. In that way, you'll be able to make good money when you finally sold that property. I know after watching this video, you will be excited and you will be on the lookout for properties that are not in their best shape that you can buy, fix and flip. But do not be in a rush, do not be in a hurry, because there is a huge risk ahead. Before you buy a property that you will fix it and flip it, there are risks that are ahead, and if you do not do your math very well, you are going to lose a lot of money. In my next video, I'm going to be telling you a case study of one of my clients that bought a property, how he was able to buy a property that was not in its best shape and he fix it and flip it within a short period, and he made a good money from that one deal. And I'm going to be breaking it down. I'll be giving you the process that you need to pass through if you want to buy and flip property, because it is very, very risky, because you don't know the price that you should buy. In that video, I'll be revealing to you the price that you should, if you want to buy and flip a property, I'll be revealing to you the price that you should buy a property and the calculations and every calculations that you need to do before you know if a deal is a right deal that you should go after, or if that will not give you the best return on investment. So watch out for that video and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Click on the bell notification so you'll be notified when we post that video, and also please support this channel by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you have any question or you need any clarification, you can do well to drop it on the comment section. I will try as much as I can to respond to every question on the comment section. Till I come your way next time, my name is Chris Aseka.